and we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year in Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick of the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 7.
So that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Jackson on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Jackson. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. They'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now here comes Kansas City. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to number 15. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the 1st down.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
The 12-yard line.
So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 0-0 our score. We're back to Baltimore after this. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Brought down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
A loss of 2.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 22-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drop. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, first and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ingram again, a first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, a defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Kick it away following the touchdown.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. At their own 24-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
48, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Results in a first down.
Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Mahomes pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
3-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a...
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, that his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now
so after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Brought down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Number 83.
The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On the jump ball.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll make it 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
A first down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He's across.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A 2-yard.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me isn't what I need.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Results in a first down.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
If you kill it, motion that.
Delay of game offense.
Oh, man.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mahomes to throw once more. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Yeah.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He'll buy some. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Jackson on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Are going to go for the two-point conversion. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line, at their own 20-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Ball carrier.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ingram again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.